got suspended for the 6 games. This is not a conversation about the greatness of Ezekiel Elliott as an NFL player. There's nothing to talk about. He is great. He has proven that. But there is something else that comes along with it that he hasn't lived up to in terms of being a leader, in terms of the character issues and what have you, being in the news for the wrong reasons, besmirching the franchise to some degree. Not to say that many others haven't done it with the Dallas Cowboys, but nevertheless, that has something to do with it. Think about what Jerry Jones is saying here. With all the stuff that you know you have done and you have gotten yourself involved with, I've been here for you. I've paid you. I've appreciated you. I've watched your back. And with 2 years left on your contract, plus the ability to be franchised where I've got your rights basically for the next 3 years, if I want to, possibly longer, you're going to sit up there and try to press me against the wall. You've already irritated me, but I understand it. It's business. It's no big deal. I'm going to let it slide. And just because I'm joking with reporters that I'm around every day. These ain't national reporters that you see once every blue moon. These reporters cover the team every day. You cultivate relationships. I would know. I was a beat writer for 17 years. This is what you do.
We get it.
And because he's joking around, your agent comes out and talks about disrespect. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm offended by that, which is why I looked at his face and I said, man, you done started something now. If I'm Ezekiel Elliott, I pick up that phone, I call somebody and go like this. That was my agent. That wasn't me. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. I'll check him on that. We need to get a negotiation done. But please don't think that I took it offensively because that was my agent. That wasn't me. I mean, that's what he damn well needs to do.
Whose side are you on, Jerry Jones or Ezekiel
Jerry
Elliott?
Jones for me.
I'm on Ezekiel Elliott's side.
It looks like Max Kellerman is like the liberal on the show, and he takes the player side. And Stephen A. is just bootlicking company man as usual, just typical company man. Now, Zeke is in his final year of his contract or whatever. He wants to get paid. Now, Jerry and them have had this back and forth all summer. Ezekiel Elliott has been holding out, and rightfully so. Anybody who watches football or knows the Cowboys, they know he's the glue to the offense, arguably the most valuable player. But when the quarterback wants to get money and then you got other players, it's been a little difficult for the Cowboys to re-sign them and pay them. So this holdout has been going on. Season's about to start. Now, Jerry just went through this a few years back, 93, I think, when Emmitt Smith held out. And they started the year without him. They went 0-2, got embarrassed. Jerry broke the piggy bank, and then they signed him. And they went on to win the Super Bowl that same year. I think they went 14-2. So Jerry's been here before. But my problem with Stephen A. is every fucking time a player has an issue with a owner, a general manager, a whatever, he always takes the company side. I'm like, you got a lot of people who watch you, who really are influenced by you, and you're rubbing it off to them that it's okay to tuck your tail in between your legs, listen to your boss, your master, your owner, and do as they say just to get the bag. Do as they say by any means. Now, yes, Ezekiel Elliott has had some problems off the field, but you don't get paid in the NFL based off what you do off the field, charity and this and that. They pay you for production. He's one of the best bell cows in the league, and based off production, you can only say maybe Le'Veon or Todd Gurley has been more productive. He's right up there with the most productive players at his position. Pay that man, period. Forget all that I don't like the Cowboys stuff and, Jerry said Zeke who, and this man needs to get paid. I don't see how a black man can sit on television and agree with a white owner that he's right and the black player who wants to be paid is wrong. How could you say anybody is wrong for wanting to get paid? And players have been doing this for years, holding out. But it seems like you got this company man up there, always shucking and jiving. Take the company side by any will. It's crazy because ESPN, who works him like a dog, I mean, he had his arm in a sling a couple weeks ago, I guess from carrying the company so damn long. He hurt himself. They work the shit out of him. He works like 82 hours a week. He's on there, making mistakes, calling out the wrong players. He's exhausted. They run him down to a pulp. How many times have ESPN made him apologize and get on his hands and knees when he said something they thought was inappropriate because Disney didn't like it? Okay? And then he had to apologize on national TV and look like a sucker, all to get the bag, all to get that check, And it's like, dude, you've made a lot of money with ESPN, but really, with the success that he's had in his radio show and he really doesn't need them anymore. But he's such a company man. That mentality to work for somebody, and to be under somebody, to get a check written from somebody, that mentality is in his mind that he won't do anything on his own and be his own boss. He has that mentality. It was probably the way he was raised. But I just don't like how he puts that on display every fucking day. And it seems like the white boy Kellerman, who I don't really care for, but Kellerman is more liberal. Kellerman is more the players type of guy. And a lot of times Kellerman flat out makes Stephen A look like a sucker. He makes him look like a sellout. You know what I'm saying? And then Stephen A has to go backpedal and reiterate what he was saying so he doesn't try to look as bad. But you constantly take the owners and the general managers in any situation. Very rarely does he side with a player. He didn't side with Cap when Cap had his whole thing kneeling. He didn't. He was sided. He's sided with Goodell in the NFL. He's upset right now because Eric Reed and Kenny Stills are going against the grain, getting at Jay-Z. And of course, Stephen A's done nothing but defend Jay-Z in the NFL since that story broke. He is a company man and a gatekeeper. He will never, anytime someone goes against the grain, especially if they have color, he hates it. It's like the house Negro that hates seeing anybody with any rebellious attitude trying to do something. Oh, what? I'm going to tell Massa. That is Stephen A all day. He's like the house nigga on Birth of a Nation. Y'all better get back in the quarters. Y'all don't know why what y'all think y'all's doing. Y'all Massa ain't going to like this. That is him all fucking day. I'm like, yo, this is what people be like, what you mean, Stephen A, a coon or other? I'm like, yo, do y'all not watch? Do you not watch? It's ridiculous, man. Somebody got something different to say or they go against the grain, you could best believe Stephen A is going to take the safe route and take the corporate side and stand over there. Because the way he's been brought up and his philosophy, you get the bag by any means and you do whatever the boss man tell you to do. Period. But I just was skimming through First Take and I seen this and I'm like, here we go again with this motherfucker. But yeah, y'all know what to do, man. Just share that video for me, man. Hit that like button, yo. I'm out.